Yo, we got some big news for Neverness to Everness, Silver Palace, Honkai Nexus Anima, and Azure Promilia. Let's start this off with Silver Palace. They have officially confirmed that they are opening their content creator program. Dear Detective, our official content creator program is now underway. We cordially invite content creators from around the world to join our creator community and share your creativity and passion with players worldwide. This is actually very good news. It means that the game has probably gotten to a point in the development process where they're now reaching out to content creators. I mean, both myself and a lot of my content creator friends were sponsored for the last beta test, but they're probably at a point now where they're reaching out to more content creators and allowing for content creators to obtain access to cover the game fully, because we're getting that much closer to an actual release date. Neverness to Everness made a post over on Twitter specifically pertaining to the one singular dramatic point over the course of the last several days. Introducing Home Time. Home Time's coming. Invite your favorite characters to visit your home. Character invites. Once you own a home, you can invite different characters to move in from the invite page. Invited characters will take up residence in the home that you designate. Once moved in, the characters will go about their day on their own, snacking, wandering around, and more. Triggering a unique interaction with a character for the first time will increase your bond with them. The number of characters that you can invite varies by property. The invite interactions, this is one of the main points of contention here. The fact that you can do more with the females than you can the males. Interactions come in two different types, solo and interactive. Both require reaching the corresponding bond level or placing the right furniture in the home to unlock. Characters unlock new behaviors as your bond deepens. Reaching bond level 4 and bond level 6 grants the bond items familiar and close friend, which automatically unlock additional actions for that character. And then note, the current Home Time roster is our initial launch lineup. So they stated right here, more characters are going to be added over time. This is not the definitive list. They also don't state male nor female. So they're being a little bit vague here, admittedly, but we can assume here, speculate that both are going to be added over time, depending on, I guess, the breakdown in terms of male to female gender ratio. We will be expanding the list of invitable characters over time. As new characters debut in future updates, the invite system will gradually cover a range of personalities, factions, and backstories. So that's very interesting. You look at the image and it shows all females, granted, but you know what? That's okay. They actually kind of address this, not entirely, but semi-address this here. So I do appreciate that. They are evidently aware of what's going on. Next, we have Honkai Nexus Anima. They are officially recruiting for a confidential beta test. Their message here states improvements to the anima combat. That's fantastic. The combat was one of the points that I addressed. Previews of new characters. That's also very cool. Intel on a brand new district with its own distinct style. That's also cool. All here only in phase 3 of dev talk. Recruitment for the small-scale confidential beta test aspect exploration project is now open. We look forward to your participation and valuable feedback. It's a confidential test conducted to well, I read that as asses for a second, to assess our development progress, and is different from public tests such as the Nexus Bond test. Okay, so this is 100% confidential. I'm sure someone's gonna leak everything for all of us to go over. And finally, Azure Promelia. The devs released a letter detailing the sequence test. The sequence test has come to an end. Thank you for everyone who paid attention and participated in the test. In the test, we collected feedback from various star visitors through the game's questionnaires, etc., etc. In future development, we will actively promote the optimization and iteration of modules, including but not limited to game performance. Good. Audio-visual experience, also good. Story and quests, good. Systems and tutorials, just like limit them, I think is the best option here. Levels and exploration and combat experience, hoping to create an even more unforgettable Promelia journey for Star Descendants. And I guess they break it down here. This is a big ass message. They're going to address issues such as unstable hardware, power consumption, long loading times, stuttering, frame drops. Sounds good. They're optimizing art, refining fine-tuned season presentation, different environments, character art, clothing, different materials, physical effects when characters move, sound effects for attacks and combat. background music, optimizing the monotonous and frequent character voice prompts during combat. Yo, I don't mean to interrupt the video, but I need to take a moment here to thank all my incredible patrons over on Patreon whose support continues to allow for me to do regular videos like this every single day on this channel. Thank y'all so much, including our YouTube channel members. You guys mean the world to me. So do you guys as viewers as well. Now, without further ado, let's continue. They're going to optimize the pacing of the plot and strengthen the connections and foreshadowing between different storylines. I mean, that sounds really good. Optimizing the workflow design of tasks, optimizing the storylines across multiple episodes, character performance and story dialogues, optimize the prompts on the current task tracking panel, more custom button settings, equipment-related functions, including one-click equip and one-click unequip, optimizing the Chibo filtering logic, the encyclopedia, optimizing the release schedule of each system, staggering the opening and teaching of different systems, so I guess you're not overwhelmed too quickly, optimizing a ton of different tutorials, adding a countdown timer for boss spawns in the open world. I don't know why that's necessary. I mean, mostly in gacha games either respawn immediately or over just a couple minute period. Optimizing the experience of hunger point consumption while riding mounts. Oh, that's gonna suck. Optimizing the riding experience in the open world, allowing you to open treasure chests, talk to NPCs, and collect materials while riding a mount. That actually sounds great. Kudos. Optimizing the overall gaming experience of various different mini games found out in the open world, continuing to enrich the explorable content in some areas of the open world and enhancing the exploration feedback. Optimizing the combat experience for destruction class characters, performance of survival type characters. So they're making a lot of changes and alterations and optimizations for a lot of different characters and I guess elemental affinities here. And then the Alien Star Nest, the Crisis Suppression, the Chibo Showdown, they're providing a lot of changes. They're making so many overhauls and alterations to this game, but apparently they think it's necessary. People were, I guess, not really too thrilled with the final state of the game's development. And I mean, no, well, like at the end of the day, that's totally fine. You know, at the end of the day, I'm more than happy with a studio openly admitting their game isn't perfect and that there is still a lot of room for improvement. What I'm a little concerned about is A, the fact we don't have a global publisher still, and B, the fact that they're still going to be making so many alterations to the game, which means it must be far from ready. People were speculating 2025. Nope. 2026. I mean, judging by this, probably not. But at the end of the day, like, a good game, once finally released, is going to be a good game that is well received by its community. A bad game that launches poorly is going to immediately be shit posted by its community and no one will ever play it and it'll ultimately shut down. So I'd rather they take their time and actually do it well. I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No. Instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you're not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.